EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Get up! 180!
22's coming, Mike.
Check the outs.
Alert!
Sponge!
Blue.
No!
Stop!
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Bravo!
Mike, 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
You ain't got nothing.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready. Blue ready.
The mic. Check. 45's the mic. I got wide. Shift. Check 43.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now they'll run. Murray. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. This is Cohen. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle.
Hey, we are.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down.
Push him back.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Blue.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Big stop, let's go.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got nothing.
Sonic.
58, right over there. Zoom. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, D. 58's the Mike. 58's the...
Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Delta, you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
Easy.
Mike's 5'9". Mike.
Green, triple T.
Hey, come on, no, come on.
3rd and long for Winston. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
They're running it.
Ran,
57's Mike. Mike.
Now it's Trubisky.
Here I come.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Blue lady. White.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down.
Hot seven. Check.
Let's go.
They go play action. Winston.
It's just me and you.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
On the deep ball.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
180. Red, up. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm here all day. Hey, Haywood.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, ball. Hey, Charlie. Mike 57.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, orbit.
All you get is a headache. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
Oh, yeah. And
Now Trubisky. And an incomplete pass.
Trubisky's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
57's Mike.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, check it.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
5 out of 50.
Mike.
They can't hang with us. Go.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58. Get the ball.
On play action, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Crunch. 58, right over there. Right go.
From the gun, Winston.
Let's go, D. Tighten
Got
up.
a man, it's Brown.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day. Hey, stop.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check.
Hunt, 64. Weak.
Check 3.
Wait.
Switch.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 16, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Crash.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And an alley to run. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 41 yards on the ground. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Check, 59. Come on.
Here we go, even. Out.
Now Winston. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Right over there. Yeah. Right there.
Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
I'm 5 on the 50.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they will.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
High 7. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle here to Brown. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Gains were taken on the tackle.
Mike 58, right there.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Winston, and Thomas has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Black 25. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Wait. Let's bring it.
Check safety.
Wait.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
58. Right.
Now Winston.
Right there. Come on, D.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Winston. Ooh, with a juke. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
2nd and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's
go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Blue. 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All right, D, let's. All right, D. Hey, Alpha. 22, Mike, 22. Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A gain of 3, second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Give me some. Here we go.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch the whip. Joker, joker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Switch up.
Check 13. Check 13. 49.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, I'm coming after you. 51's the mic, boys.
Buzz. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Mike,
Trubisky to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Even. Mike, 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 22.
Danny. Check.
Alert.
Fresno.
Red, up.
Get wide. Check.
Hey, exit.
Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone.